Korean Fairy Tale 10. A Story of Seonbi. Korean Classic Scholar. 3-4. Byeong Gon. I told you that every Seonbi has hard life and destiny because they are living just for justice. The life and destiny of Byeong Gon, the Seonbi I am going to talk to you over today, were also so hard that his life looked even dramatic at the same time. By the way, this story is also starting with the narration, as usual. Long, long ago, well long ago, when a tiger was smoking, there was a Seonbi named Byeong Gon. Like the Seonbi Jiha, Byeong Gon was also born in the ancient Korean country Dokje-Jiha. Also, like every other Seonbi, Byeong Gon was so smart and intelligent even when he was a little kid, that every neighbor in his village called him a genius. Such a smart and intelligent boy finally entered into the best college in his country as expected by his family members and neighbors, who wished him to become a high-class civil servant and to save his poor family members and neighbors. He was also happy when he succeeded the best college entrance exam because he also thought he could help his family and neighbors in his hometown after graduating from the school. While in school, however, his vision was getting wider out of the view that formerly was focusing on only himself, his family, and his small village hometown. The more books he read and the harder he studied, the wider his vision got, extended nationwide. What shall I do? What kind of life shall I go on? Every night he asked himself about his future. Is it a justice that I live only for myself, family, and hometown? What is the justice in my country Dokje-Jiha, or my whole nation Korea, that is divided into so many countries now? Shall I not care about my country people? Now most people of my country are suffering from the tyranny king, and my whole nation Korea is forced to be divided by the foreign powers. Such troubled nights of many thoughts, however, grew him up to become a real Seonbi, and he finally decided to organize a resistance group against the tyranny king of Dokje-Jiha and for reunification of Korea being liberated from imperial foreign powers. Then he went to all around his country Dokje-Jiha to extend his resistance group to a nationwide organization so that the other Korean nation countries' resistance groups could do anything together with his organization for reunification of Korea. He worked passionately and energetically, which means his work could be seen by the police. On the other hand, he was arrested together with all the other his crew members, who were only sentenced to death by the prosecutors belonging to the tyranny king. Once you are a Seonbi, you are always a Seonbi, wherever you are. He showed he was a real Seonbi in his trial. I am honored that I'm sentenced to death. He talked with a hearty laugh back to the prosecutors. I am just a young boy who have not yet ever done anything good for my poor people suffering under this tyrannic situation of 독재치하. But now I feel really honorable that I can at least devote my life to my suffering people and to my entire Korean nation. Thank you, prosecutors, giving me such an honorable chance of doing anything good to my nation and my people. Every audience in the trial was sadly shocked when they heard the prosecutors sentence him to death, but emotionally shocked when they heard such high spiritual words spoken by him. Such a high spiritual Seonbi's heart is still pumping in every Korean's mind, even in this modern period, 3,000 years after he died. Koreans are more sensible to social issues than private matters. How could the modern Korea be liberated from the Japanese imperialism? How could the modern Korea become a democratic country overcoming military dictatorship supported by Japan and America? It is because every Korean aims at Seonbi, who values doing good for the others, the first and best, neither easily happy nor easily angry about their private benefit or loss.